some of the traps that I want you guys to avoid. Some of the things that I see coming up again and again and again that really hurt guys really early on. These are the most common ones. Number one is the rapid fire questions, and we've all done it before. We go into an interaction and we're like, so, do you come here often? Cool, how do you know each other? Awesome. What are you up to this weekend? Sweet. So what do you do for work? You guys know this series of questions?
Yes.
And when we do it, we're like, God damn it, brain, come on, come on, come on. Well, that, or why isn't she talking more to me? Why isn't she contributing much to this conversation? You know, one of the two things go on in our mind, depending on, you know, which way we kind of think about life. Yeah, we get all this locked up. And the problem is, then, we walk out of the interaction and we say, man, I just ran out of things to talk about. 9 times out of 10, when a guy comes out of an interaction, tells me I ran out of things to talk about, I know he rapid fire questioned. Because he ran out of questions. He ran out of like small talk questions, so to speak. So this is one of the, plus it just feels like an interview. It's not fun to just have questions thrown at you, right? You actually want to be able to go into an interaction and have a conversation, whether or not she's contributing much in the beginning or not. Have a conversation. How are you going to do that? You could just talk to yourself, but that'll be awkward. What you do, anytime, there's a habit I want you guys to be in. Anytime you ask a question, you know, what are you guys up to this weekend? What's your game plan? Anytime you ask that question, you want to make this habit. The first thing you want to do is you want to relate to what they just said. So what do you guys got planned for the weekend? You know, actually, I'm probably just going to relax because it's been a really busy week. Relate. There's a million ways you could relate. Let's make it uncreative. Oh, that's, you know, that sounds like an absolutely brilliant thing to do. Every weekend I tell myself I'm going to chill out, and then my friends invite me out and I end up going partying. It's like, shoot myself in the foot every single time. Then I'm just tired and dead and I hate life on Monday. I don't know why I do it to myself. An example. Okay. Then what I do, I've related. Then the key is you're not just going, you'll notice I kind of gave a paragraph as an answer. I didn't give a very interesting answer, but I gave a paragraph as an answer. What I didn't do was just go, yeah, cool, I like relaxing weekends too. I'm trying to get into the habit of saying it as a paragraph. Having a sort of a mini story there, right? A paragraph, think paragraph. And then what I do, I don't ask her another question yet. I answer the question I just asked her. I don't wait for her to ask me back, I just answer it. I'm actually, tomorrow, I got my sister's 40th birthday I've got to go to. So she lives really far away and it's going to be a whole debacle because, you know, all the family's there and I've got some crazies in my family. So it's, you know, it's kind of a mixed blessing. You get the nieces, which are really cool, and you get the crazies, not so cool. So fingers crossed I'm not too hungover for it. Answer. Now I can ask a new question. So, like, do you guys actually know each other from work, or did you just meet up here on a Friday afternoon as friends? I don't know. It's a boring question, but you get my point. Because now I can ask a new question. If you do that with every question you ask, or most questions you ask, all of a sudden, she's giving you 1-word answers, or 2-word answers, and you're having a conversation. But it's a habit, and it's not a hard habit to be in. You know, you walk into an interaction, hey guys, how's your night going? They go, good. I go, that's good to know. You know what, to be honest, I'm not really convinced about my night yet. I just got here, it's still really quiet. The music's kind of so-so. I might bounce somewhere else with my friends. We'll see how it goes. Did you guys just come out here after work? And they say, now I'm purposely using boring questions, by the way. And they might say, yeah, we work together down at, you know, I don't know, Commonwealth Bank. Is Commonwealth Bank. I actually used to work for Aussie Home Loans, and we had to like organize loans for you guys and all that stuff. I really don't miss our corporate work, to be honest. What I actually do is I'm a dating coach. So what that involves is I'm having a conversation with 1-word answers. Does that make sense, guys? And it's a habit you want to get into. And it's kind of it's hard at first for some guys, but you actually just need to think. I've just asked a question, she's answered. What do I think? What do I feel? What is my experience with? Have I ever done her answer? Whatever that answer might be. Ask yourself that, and then just relay that back to her. And then think, well, how would I answer the same question myself? And answer that. And then ask a new question. Because the really interesting thing here is that if you start having a conversation, more times than not, she'll start having a conversation back with you. As opposed to if you just sit there and question. Makes sense, guys? And you don't just have to do this with women, you can do it with anyone. It's something that you can practice, and you should practice if you need to get into this habit with anyone, is this. Now, girls who have, okay, this is one thing that some guys in this room, but I won't point fingers, have been guilty of before. And that is not making clear. They go up to some girls, they're talking to them, and the girls completely have no clue who you're trying to hit on. Guys walk in interactions, and let's say they're talking to two girls, and yes, you should talk to them both, but they're talking to two girls. No girl has any clue who you like if either of them, or if you're just being friendly. Big problem. It's a bigger problem with bigger groups. Really, look at him. He's supposed to take all the It's a big problem because what happens is you get a couple of scenarios. One, oh, he's just being friendly. Two, oh, I think he likes my friend over there, so I'm going to lay off. Once that's been assumed, you're stuffed. 9 times out of 10, the one they assume you like is the one you definitely don't like. Because you feel most comfortable with her, yeah? So you give her the most attention without meaning to. So it's not work in your favor. So what you've got to think about, I talked about humor, I talked about fun and teasing. The girl you like is the girl you tease. Clear and simple. That's the girl. When I say tease, I mean playful, not mean. Being playful with her. She's the one you're being playful with. And that's how you're making it clear to the group. That's how you're indicating. As well as, it never hurts to actually be direct at some point. So you know what? I think you're really cute. You don't do or don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, but I'm okay with it. But you need to make it clear. If you don't, you will get into that position where, as this individual is, where girls can find you, the girls can like you, but after a while they just all lose interest. You're like, what? But I thought you all liked me. And I know there's more than one of you in this audience who's had that experience multiple times. Number 3, premature ejaculation. What is this? This is where guys walk up to a girl, they start talking to her, and they go, oh, I don't know, I'll just leave. And I see it so often because, when we're nervous, well, even when we're not nervous, in a baseline state, our brains are twice as sensitive, twice as pain averse as pleasure seeking. So, all else being equal, we'll work twice as hard to stop someone stealing $1,000 as we will to make $1,000. Right? So we are already always acutely aware of the pain that could be involved in talking to a girl. But when we're nervous, when we're scared, when we're feeling insecure, our pain aversion for most of us goes really high. So you walk into an interaction, you're talking to some girls, they can make the tiniest little facial twitch or look at each other for a second. And you're like, oh, no, that she doesn't like me, I'll walk away. And I see this time and time and time again. The other time I see it is guys talking to a girl. And he's like, oh crap, I feel like I'm being really boring. I'd better leave. So she hasn't said go away. She hasn't said I want you to go away. None of that's happened, because if she asks you to go away, leave. But guys just go, oh, I think, you know what, I'm just being boring. I'm just going to walk away. Now the thing is, let's create a different context. Who here has at any time gone to the gym with some regularity? Nice. So, when you're at the gym, you're going to bench press, right? And you got to get out 10. 1, 2, 3. Is this the point at which you're building much muscle? Where are you building the muscle there? Where is the muscle getting torn so that you can build it up? 9 and 10, right? That's where it counts. That's what the whole workout was, for the most part, about, was that. And you're going into interactions, and the second it gets a little tough, you're like, yay, I'm getting out of here. You are avoiding the 8, 9, and 10. Not like rating system for girls, I mean, is in the difficulty to build the skill set. You're losing that opportunity. So every time you're in an interaction and it gets tough, you leave. Every time it gets tough, you leave. Every time it gets tough, you leave. How the hell are you ever going to learn to recover when it gets tough? Let alone all the interactions that actually were going okay that I see guys walk away from. Now, of course, that comes with the caveat. If the chick is actually trying to get away from you, trying to walk away and you're following her and stuff, I'm not saying do that. I'm saying don't blow yourself out before you've been blown out. Because 8 out of 10 students on the first practical are doing that. And I'm nice to them because I'm always nice in the first practical. I get really mean as they go on, but nice in the beginning. And that's what I see happening again and again and again. And that's one of the typical mistakes, is leaving when there's no reason to leave. If you're struggling, you're learning. Simple as that. If it's easy, you haven't learnt much.
Hey guys, do you get frustrated approaching women and then getting rejected? I'd like to invite you to my free 12-video training series where I'm going to show you how to make such an amazing first impression before you even say a word that rejection will soon become a thing of the past. See that button down there? Don't procrastinate anymore. Go ahead and click on it, and I look forward to working with you.